Hello everyone, this is our video on chapter 5 Code Java. What we are going to learn in this video is about whitespace, about identifiers, about literals, about comments, about separators, Java keywords, and Java class libraries. Now, let us discuss about what is whitespace. As we know that Java is a free-form language, what that means is that we can write our program the way we feel, as long as there is at least one whitespace character between each token. So now that token can be your class name, it can be your keyword, it can be your constant, it can be any operator, any identifier. So as long as we have one whitespace character, then we are all fine. Now, whitespace, it can be just by pressing your space key or by pressing a tab key or simply entering. Let me show you that how we can put a white space. So I will open this one and let me clean this one. Now I hope you remember this is our first program, and let me run it one time so that now see it is printing welcome to Java. Now as long as I have a white space between these literals, I can type it the way I want it. Now, for example, let me define one variable of int type. So I'm saying int, and then let us give a name AB, and I say the value is 15. Now, as long as there is one white space between int and this identifier, we are all good. Now, it don't need to be actually on the same line. We can also press a tab here. This is all good. Or I can press enter. This is also good. So you can see that it's a very free language. The way you want it, you can type your program. Let's go back to our PPT. Next is identifiers. Identifier, any name basically which is used for a class, for a variable, or for a method. That is basically our identifier. Now it can be a sequence of any uppercase or lowercase letters. It can have number, it can have underscore, or it can have a dollar sign. Now we need to follow a couple of rules here. The first rule is that if we look at the valid, how we can basically define a valid identifier is, one example is this one where it says average height. So you see over here, it's a capital, it starts with a capital A, and then there are lowercase v, lowercase g, and then there is a capital H again. So this is all valid. This is fine. No issue with that. Or we can have a lowercase, or we can start with the alphabet and then there is a number. This is also fine. We can start our identifier with a dollar sign. That's fine. That's a valid. Or we can have our identifier which has basically underscore. So this underscore is underscore correct. This is also a valid identifier. Now, what is invalid? As we said here, must not begin with a number. So your identifier shouldn't start with a number, with a numeric digit. So to city, that is not valid. That is invalid. It cannot have hyphen. So this is also invalid. It cannot have front slash or backslash. That is invalid. Now literals. Literals are primarily used to basically create constant value. For example, 100, that is my integer type. 15.9, that is my double. J, that is my character. And this is Java in double quotes, that is my string. So now let us move to the next one. So this is our string, this is our character, this is our double, and this is our int type. We will learn about and discuss about strings in detail in couple of future videos. Now let us quickly discuss about comments. There are three types of comments in Java we can give. First one is single line comment. So if there is only one line and you want to comment that line, simply put to front slash, and compiler will simply ignore that. It will simply ignore that. It will not gonna compile that line. If your comment is basically spread in multiple lines, you can start that with front slash, then star, and then at end of that multi-line, you can end that comment with star and then front slash. That will be multi-line comment. Third type is a documentation comment. It starts with a front slash, star, star, and it ends with star and then front slash. Now, documentation comments we will see again in our future videos. They are primarily used to produce HTML file, which basically document our program, that what's going on actually over here. Let us quickly look at different type of separators. We already used semicolon a lot. I hope you remember that in our program, each statement ends with a semicolon. That's a must. The other type of separator we've seen so far is parenthesis. We've seen that. Braces, brackets, comma, period, and columns. We will see how to use them in future videos. Now, let us quickly discuss about Java keywords. So, keywords are basically reserved words which we cannot use basically as identifiers. So, we cannot use these keywords to name a variable or a method or a class. We have 50 keywords in Java. And other than these 50, there are 3 more reserved words basically, which is first one is true, then false, and then null. So we cannot use true, false, and null plus these 50 keywords. If you can remember these 50 keywords, that will be great. If you cannot remember all 50, at least try to go through one by one, and so that whenever you're gonna write your programs, you will know right away that this is a reserved word and I cannot use this word actually as an identifier. Now the last one is Java class libraries. For right now, we will not go in details. Just to discuss over here, I hope you remember that we had this statement system.out.println, welcome to Java. So println is basically a method which is given by this class system. And this system class is predefined by Java and it is automatically included actually inside Java. So this method is println method. This is given by system.out. Now Java environment, it is basically depends on many built-in class libraries, and these built-in libraries, they provide support for string handling, for networking, for input output, as well as for your graphic also. They also provide support for GUI, which stands for Graphical User Interface. And we will see again in future videos that how these libraries basically support all these different type of functionalities. Now, in the next chapter, chapter 6, what we are going to discuss is, we already touched a little bit about literals, but now we will go in details about them. Then we will discuss about variables. Then we will see type conversion and casting. Casting you already seen. Then we will discuss about automatic type promotion in expressions, how they work. And then we will discuss about arrays. Thank you very much, and let us look for chapter 6. Thank you.